table 6? Okay. Okay. What do we do? No? Okay. We'll put him in the pool. All right, next up we have Mr. Blake Kamiab. Our buddy Blake. Where is Blake at? Over here. You got 20 on yourself? Why don't you have 40 on yourself?
Because I'm only with 20.
Blake is taking himself for $20. Anybody want Blake for more than 20? You'll take 40? Okay. He raised the bar on you there, Blake. You're up for 40. Nope. 60. All right, some people have been watching you. He's over a 600, Jeff says. He can't beat you.
That's not what he said 20 minutes ago.
Jeff's got him for $60. Anybody else? $60 for Blake Kamiab, who's over 600. What is your Fargo? Not your credit score, your Fargo.
613.
6 what?
613.
613. Right now we have him for $60. 70? Oh, selling. You got him for 60. All right, going once, going twice. Sold to Mr. Turney for 60. We got him a winner. All right, we got Brandon Stidham. Brandon, you want yourself for 20? All right, what's your Fargo, babe? How much? 480. 480's here. He's going to be one of those sleepers. Brandon Stidman got himself for 20s. Anybody like him for 40? He's here. He's going to enjoy himself. He's going to have a good time. He's going to try his best. Brandon Stidman, $20. Anybody else want more? All right, Brandon, got yourself for 20. Thank you. Mr. Chase LaFernie, Cavalli Pizza. You're on the clock. You want yourself for 20? All right, I'll take himself for 20. Chase LaFernie, $20. Anybody want more? Come on. He makes pizza. He plays good pool. He makes babies. But he's done. All right. Going once? Going twice?
$40.
$40. All right. $40. Man's got faith in you, Chase. $40. Anybody else want 40? Open top bid right now is $40 for Chase LaFernie. All right. Going once. Going twice. Sold $40. Mr. Paleo. All right, Chris Gaither. 60. Where is he at? 80? 100? Oh, he's on his way. This man can shoot. Chris is what? 651. I don't know if you watched him at on VNEA. He was on Rick Stanley's team. They took third, but that's a team thing. Chris is a good player. 651 Fargo. He'll be here shortly. Our top bid right now we have is 100. Bahad's taking him for 100. 120. I have a bid of 120. Anybody else? He's a really good solid shooter. Mean stick. Shoots a mean stick. He's a 120.
150.
How much?
150.
150. We have another bid of 150 for Chris Gaither. He is coming. He's on his way. I think he's coming from Frisco or whatever. 150 is our top bid. Chris Gaither. Anybody? Bueller? 150 is our top bid. 160. Huh? Did you see something? Okay, 1 60. Mr. Turney? That's the best bid. All right, 160 is our top bid. Going once, going twice for Chris Gaither. 651. 180. Chris Gaither, 651 Fargo. 180 is our top bid. Chris Gaither, going once, going twice, sold for 180. Next up, we have David Gonzalez over here. David shooting. David, you take yourself for 20. $20. 40. Got a bid of 40 for David. Good shooter, steady as it goes. Do I hear 60? 60? I heard 60, thank you. Do I hear 80? 60 is our top bid. Anybody want for 80? Going once, going twice, sold to himself for 60. Next up, we have Mr. Doug in it to win it. He took, fourth place last night? 100. We have a bid of 100 for Mr. Winnett. What's 440? Oh. $100 is our bid. 120. Mr. Winnett right here with the MMP shirt on. He can shoot. 120 is the top bid we have. You want me to sell it? What do you have it for? 120? 120. Going once. Going twice on Mr. Winnett. 140. $140. Doug is very, very consistent. Good shooter. He's a quiet riot. 140 right now for Mr. Winnett. Going once. Going twice. 140. 160. 180. 180 is our top bid right now for Mr. Winnett.
What's this for?
180 is our top bid. 200. 200 is now our top bid. Doug's a smart 8-ball shooter. $200 is our top bid here. Going once. 220? 220. 220 for Mr. Winnett. He's a player. He's a good shooter, good solid, consistent shooter. 220 is our top bid. Going once. Going twice. Sold to David for 220. Next up is Mr. Fahad Al-Rawi. $30. Fahad to 60. Fahad's got himself for 60. He's a 598. She said 60. 80. Oh, okay. He's not letting anybody take him. He's feeling confidence. $80 is the top bid for Fahad. He wants to play Jeff Turney. $80 is our top bid. Going once. Going twice. Fahad got himself for $80. Next up, we have Mr. Greg Sandifer over here. $100. Greg's a BCA champion. He's all kinds of champion. The man can play. $100 is our top bid for Mr. Sandifer. 120. 140. 150. 150, increments of the zero. 160. 160 for Mr. Greg. 180. 180 for Greg Sandifer. 180 for Greg Sandifer. 200 from Mr. Batista. You know something. We all know something. Everybody knows something about Greg. 200 is the top bid for Greg. Secret's out. People know you, Greg. You can't hide in the closet anymore. $200, the top bid for Greg. 220. 220. 220. 240. 240 is our top bid here for Mr. Greg Sandifer. 260. 260 is our top bid. Greg Sandifer, 260 right now. 260 going once. 280. 280. Can I get a 300? Yeah, got a 280 right now. Do I hear 300? 300, I heard 300, thank you. 300 for Greg Sandifer. That's a good horse. 300 for Greg Sandifer. Going once. Going twice. 325. Just in the nick of time. 325 for Mr. Sandifer. 325 for Greg Sandifer. 340. 340. 340 for Mr. Sandifer. 350 over here. 350. Do I hear 360? 360. I got 360. Can I get 400? Come on. Help a sister out here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is Blake Kamiab with DFW Pool TV. We are here at the 15th anniversary of the Dallas 8-Ball League. We are about to start the main event. So we've got our first matchup on table 12. It's going to be Chase LaFrenie playing Doug Winnett. Even race to 5. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all the sponsors that help make this possible. Thank you to everybody. We got everybody posted up here. Big shout out to all the sponsors for helping make this possible. And then also want to give a big thank you to the Billiard Den for hosting this tournament for us this weekend. And shout out to, of course, Fort Worth Billiards, Granite Guys, Eric and Becky Smith, Digital Pool, and Cavalli Pizza. Cavalli Pizza, a last minute entry. Last minute contributor to the tournament. Thank you to all of our sponsors. And we are going to get started in a little bit here. Let's see. All right, looks like it's time to get this started. I think it's going to be Chase to break in rack number 1. without further ado, let's get this started. So chase to break in rack number 1. Alright, chase breaking for the middle here. Just a pretty solid hit, trying to open it up. Unfortunately, nothing goes down. It's looking like right now, I think the 15 next to the 8, the 15 and the 2 seem to be the trouble balls here. The 3, 4, 6 is kind of close together, but I think it shouldn't be too much to navigate in between those balls. So Doug trying to choose which way he wants to go. 15 does go in the bottom right pocket, so he may be able to play off that 10 ball to get to the 15. Either that, or he can try to play the 1 ball first to maintain control of the area around the 8. So yeah, he is looking at the stripe. He just wants to figure out which ball he's going to go for next here. I think because no matter what, it looks like that 14 ball is in a little bit of space there, a little odd. So okay, so Doug coming around, setting up for that 13 ball, side pocket. I'm not sure. He might hold this for the 10. The 9 is available if he wants to shoot that as well. Yep. Rolling to hold this on the 10 ball. Which way is it going to go? Okay, so stopping this. He can stun the cue ball playing the 9, shoot that 14 down table, and roll down table for that 15. Yep, nice and clean here, just trying to get there, wanting to use the top English to get himself to that 15. It's probably going to be a little bit easier to control with top. I think drawing out of that position would have been hard anyway, so he's just going to roll forward, roll through to get himself positioned for that 15. Now he wants to stay above the 15 if he doesn't get dead straight. Because even if he stays above the 15, he can roll the 15 in. He used that 2 as a backboard and set himself up for that 11, which looks like he's going to do that. Just a little bit of bottom here to slide into the 2. Not even slide, just roll to the 2. Nice and clean. Good shot here. He's got a couple decisions. He's queuing up a little awkward, but he can just play it with some top right. Just come back out, shoot the 8 in the same pocket. Oh! He did set up for the 8 in the same pocket. Unfortunately, undercutting it a little bit. Chase with an opportunity at the table here. Now from here, I wouldn't be surprised if Chase opted to just stay up table for a little while. Okay, he's actually going to deal with these 3 balls down here first. Okay, looking at stunning the 7, or even just drawing off the 5 a little bit, but looks like he was planning his out for those last 3 balls. So he can play this 3 ball. This would be essentially a free shot in a sense here, because he can shoot this 3. Cue ball's not going to end up selling out the 15, or excuse me, the 11. So yeah, okay. So he did decide to just play the balls up table first, and then he'll deal with the balls around the 8 last. So he can shoot through this, or he can draw away. I wonder if he just rolls through this forward. Okay, he actually ends up just playing this with almost dead top. Gets himself up table here. Fortunately, he has all these options here, so especially in an 8-ball, having all these balls out on the table, he does maintain control. So if he wants to play shots, percentage shots, 2-way shots, he's definitely got a lot more of liberty to do so. So He may just play this with center ball here on the 4. The balls aren't positioned too badly for him to go down table or up table to start, but okay. He might be using one of his top 2 balls. That 4 or that 6 looks like he might be using for an out ball there, so. Yeah, the position he's in now, he does have that freedom to be able to just kind of shoot through whichever way he wants. Okay, so he's going to cut this 5, come around the table. Looking for that cue ball to end up clean there. Gets a good line on this 4. Can roll that 4 into the corner and maybe come off that side rail. Come out for that 6. Okay, yeah, so rolling. Oh, he rolls that ball, and unfortunately, he ends up overcutting it to the point so it doesn't fall. Leaving Doug a little bit of a tester here. Doug, I imagine Doug playing this cut here. I don't think there's... Unless he decides he wants to try to hide behind that 8-ball because it's big enough to cause a problem for the 4 and the 6. I have a suspicion he plays this cut. Because if he strokes free, I think the cue ball comes up and down table. He ends up leaving it in trouble for chase either way. Okay, alright. Okay, so Doug is going to play this bank here. Looks like he's going to try to put some inside on this and just hold this cue ball down table here. This may be more of a two-way than anything. Ooh, hits that pretty good there. That was a nice shot from Doug. Holds the cue ball and everything. Okay, rolling that 8-ball on the side. Alright, Doug drawing first blood here. 1-0 to Doug. It's Doug's break in rack number 2. There we go. Sorry, just getting a couple things set here. Alright, here we go, rack number 2. So Chase ended up breaking from the dead center. Looking for maximum spread. Doug gonna break from the side here, looking for that second ball break. Oh, correction. He actually plays the break, but he plays it at the side of the head ball. Rack ends up opening up it kind of actually the direction that he broke in, the far side is empty. There are no balls over there, so that's an interesting way that it's spread out. But looks like all the solids ended up on the top left part of the table. In this case, stripes look good because that 2-3 and that 1-6 are all tied up. Mr. Smith, how you doing, sir? We're missing you out here. I feel like this is a great event for you to be playing in. Currently, it's just me in the booth here, Eric. Clint is busy. He's playing in another event today, so he's out there trying to get some. Actually, he's trying to win the trip, so good luck to Clint out there. But thank you for joining us. All right, so Chase opting to play the stripes here. Now, the only thing he has to figure out is how he's going to navigate for that 15. I imagine that 11 ball is going to help him deal with both the 15 and that other ball right next to the 2. Oh, forget about it. Chase playing that top inside to get himself on the 15. Really good shot from him there. So he can shoot this 15, just come across in the middle of the table. I don't know if he wants to bother trying to hold it for that ball that he's right next to. It is the 10, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to bother holding it. Oh, well, that's even better. 4 was a great backboard for him there. He shot that very well. All right, Eric, sounds good, man. Come hang out. I know Clint's going to be here later after he gets done with his stuff, so come hang out with us, definitely. So Chase, pretty good position here on this 10 ball, but I think he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to disturb that 2-3 if he can help it. As long as he, as long as he focuses on the pocketing here, even if the 13, the position for the 13 is not optimal, I think the 11's there for him. But in this case, definitely wants to get to that 13. 11's a really good out ball for him there. So he's going to plan for the rub on the 2. Oh, forget the 2. Never mind. He had way more space than I thought. Getting the cue ball across that 2 ball. Good shot. He's got the angle on this 12. I think he can cut this 12 and cue ball will run into the 8 and leave him. It'll be a slight angle, but it'll leave him that 11 of the corner. Yep, using that 11 as a backboard. Good shot from Chase here. So from here, he just needs to punch this, it looks like. I think the cue ball naturally kind of trickles out to the left here, so he gets himself a good solid shot on this 11. Gets the cue ball to drift left for him to be able to shoot that 8 ball into the bottom left pocket. Wants to stay pretty clean here. Doesn't want to add any extra junk to the ball. So let's see. Yep, just dead stun. Gets it to come out. It's a little backward, but that's okay. Looks like he can so comfortably cue for that 8 ball, so he's in a good spot. 8 ball to the corner here. Rolling the 8 in. Really good out from Chase there. Great response to Doug's first rack there. Doug with a really nice bank that he killed to cut the 8 in the side pocket earlier. Chase running out off of a dry break, so we are all square at ones with Chase to break in rack number 3. Yeah, this time we don't have any templates. We're playing this all based on hand racks, so taking a little extra time to make sure the rack's properly setting. But here we go, Chase to break in rack number 2. So Chase did break dry, breaking from the center of the table last time. He's going to opt to play off of the side rail. Going to see if he does the head ball or the second ball break here. Breaking the second ball and makes that 14 ball in the corner there. We've got action. So now he has to make a decision what he wants to choose. I think playing the 4 ball in the side might actually be the out here. If he plays that 4 in the side and he rubs that 13, he frees up all the solids. Because right now that's the trouble ball for both stripes and solids. Oh, he just got enough of that. And he's in position to actually get rid of the 6 ball now. Okay. Oh, okay, the cut on the 7 is available. He can play through this ball. He might go around the right side of the 8 here. Nope, just played straight top, decided to drive through it. Got out there, does have a backup ball, the 2 ball there for himself, so he can shoot that 2 in. He's probably going to try to put some inside on this cut to see if he can beat that 1, stay above it. Okay. Did have a little bit of a rub, but it wasn't particularly detrimental. He's just going to have to do a little extra manipulation on this 3 and this 5 here. I wonder if he, oh no, maybe he has the edge of the 1. No, he was checking to see if he could cut this 5 in. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to try to shoot through, go between the 3 and the 11. Oh, forget between. Oh. He hit the 3 to slow himself down, but unfortunately caught it on the wrong spot. Scratched on the side. Alright. It's Doug with initiative here. Looks like his only trouble is that 13. If he can get that thing out of the way now, I think he's okay. It's just a little difficult because I think that other ball next to that right side pocket, which is the, looks like the 10 or the 12, or the 10, excuse me. That ball's in the way for the straightforward cut in the side. So Doug may have to play the 13 to the corner. Or he may save that for later. We'll see how he decides to play it. Yeah, he is looking at that 13 to the corner there. So I think if he can play that 13 to the corner, he just has to decide what he wants his out ball to be here. The 8 does go on the side as well as the corner. There's just a lot more margin for him to play that 8 in the side. So. Okay. So from here, he's going to get rid of that ball right there. From the side, it looks like. He can play through that, run to that top right rail, and kick out. Oh, he slow rolls it. So maybe he's going to play the 9 in the left corner there. because it looks like he can play that one top and just come back out to the middle of the table off of that 9-ball. Oh no, maybe he's stunning to play the 11 in the same pocket. Yep. Plays with the rub on the 11. I think he got clearance there. Now it's just a matter of getting himself out enough. He wants to get that, probably use that 12 ball, the last ball. Oh, wait a minute, maybe he must not have caught enough of that ball? No, he did, I think. Yeah, he did, okay. So he can punch that ball, have a cue ball trickle out to the middle of the table. Very good shot there from Doug. Now he does have to choose how he wants to get back to this 15. He can play a kill shot. He can just play this with bottom outside. Let's see if just try to drag the ball, which I think he might do here. Yeah, just to make sure that the cue ball doesn't kind of go awry on this one. But from here, he can just stun this, slide the cue ball across. 8 does go on the side here. Yep. All right, so Doug stealing this one from Chase. Doug to break in rack number 4. Again, while he's racking, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everybody for their contributions. All right, back to the action here. Doug breaking in rack number 4, up 2-1. Alright, Doug breaking rack number 4. Playing that head ball break from the side rail. Getting a pretty good spread here. Looks like the only balls that are in a little bit of trouble, or at least tangled up, are the 1 and the 14, but Stripe's in a little bit of trouble here. The 11 is in trouble, the 14's a little rough. Looks like the 12 and the 10 are a little awkward too. Definitely a rack where solids look to be the right choice. Just need to figure out if that 4 passes the 8 there. I don't think it does. So maybe the 4 and the 7 need to be negotiated a little bit. Yeah, but automatically solids do look like the choice here. Doug playing that stun. Now he can play this 5 and trickle out for that 3. He could run to the top rail and come back. He could just stun out for the 3. This 4-ball net might be in a little bit more trouble than I thought, actually. Okay, yeah, so Doug gonna play this. Okay, stunning across the table. Trying to find... Looks like he was trying to find the 1 ball here, but unfortunately, cue ball kind of gassed out on him, so... He is a little tight on this 9 ball, but... He might be able to, deal with that 3 ball there, but maybe not to the side. Maybe he has to fire this to the corner. I didn't see what he pointed at. Let's see. Yeah, he is. He's got to play this 3 to the corner here, so... Might be running it into that 13, I think. Oh, wow. And that holds perfectly for him for that that 7, so he can deal with the 7 ball. Okay, so Chase with an opportunity here. Now, again, table is a little bit difficult. The stripes aren't particularly optimal here. You got the 11, the 14, and the 13, and I guess the right word is they are somewhat of an obstacle. They're just in tough spots for position. But the big thing is that the 10 and the 14, or the 10 and the 12, excuse me, those are the big question mark. How exactly is he going to get there to negotiate those? Now, he could get really aggressive here. He could play the 15 now and try to get down there. Because even if he doesn't make it, he still has a lot of cover. Right now, being the player on the table that has more balls on the table, there's a lot more opportunity for him to try to play safe. Especially in 8-ball. Sometimes it's okay to keep your balls on the table for a little while if that straightforward run out isn't there. Okay, so Chase playing that 15. Gets himself on this 9 ball. Now, is he going to play this breakout here? I don't know if you got the angle for that. Yeah, he's looking at that 12 ball now. Yeah, situationally speaking, it doesn't really make sense. Well, I mean, you could really go either way with this rack right now. Okay, so Chase trying to find cover behind that 11. Unfortunately, 11 leaking out a lot further than he wanted, so Doug with a shot on this 1. Potentially, he's got the shot to get himself onto this 7. Unless it doesn't go. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong and it actually doesn't go. That 14 might own that 1 ball. Yeah, maybe obstructing the path of the ball. Oh, no. Okay. All right, he does have the shuffle 1 there. So he can play this and pull the cube all the way across table. Okay, he decides to stun it. I think he may have been looking for the 7. But... yeah, I'm trying to see if he can... Unfortunately, yeah, okay. So I think this definitely does confirm my suspicions then. It was my mistake. The 4 does not go then. Because he's looking at trying to cut this 7 in and seeing if he can maintain control of this cue ball somehow. Yeah, he's looking at it. I think he's looking for this cue ball to run. Woof. It ran good enough. He actually ran into the 8 ball. Opened up the 4. Opened up the 4. This shot, this cut on this 4, I think is all or nothing here. He's playing this to get out for sure. Oh, undercuts that 4 ball, unfortunately. So Chase now up to shoot here. I think that that 12 ball is actually obstructed by the 8 now. So if Chase can find a way to get to the bottom left quadrant of this table here, he can deal with that 12 and that 10 at the same time. I wonder if he draws off this 9 to get there, and then he uses the 14, or he uses the 12 or the 10 to get himself back onto that 13 on the top left rail there. I think that's just the way out in this situation. Okay, pulls the cue ball back a little bit. 10 is still available here. He could actually save that 12 for later. He could play the 10 and come back for the 13. He would have to play a pretty sporty shot on this 14, but he could actually get some angle off the 11, cut the 14 in, and bring the cue ball down table to put that 12 in the same pocket. And he's also got the option to shoot this 11 in and get back around for these balls from here. But yeah, okay, he is going to play this 10 ball here. I wonder if he can punch this and hold it. Oh, ends up holding it. Wow, great shot from Chase here. Really, really nice shot. Got him such a good spot. So from here, he can play pretty much the same shot, get himself positioned on this 13. Oh, he cooked it a little bit. Okay, I thought he would draw off of that ball. He ended up actually stroking through it. Yeah, so I think now he kind of just takes whatever he can get from here. Because he can play this cut here and come back to the middle of the table and shoot the 13 or the 14. Just depends on what he's comfortable making this 11 in with. Okay, cuts the 11 in, gets back with the 13. Great shot from Chase here. Good recovery after a cue ball came out. And of course, I can also argue that that wasn't a recovery shot. He actually played that ball to get back for the 11. So just a stun here would work. Yep, just coming across.
Table 5, Joe Paleo and Ruben Batista. Joe and Ruben, table 5.
So Chase actually kind of in a position for a free shot in a sense. He can just roll this in. You can roll this in, and 8 balls near the pocket here. Just needs to make sure to let that thing roll to the pocket and get in. Perfect. Good shot from Chase to get to the 8, and Doug going to concede this rack. So we're all square at 2s. It is Chase's break in rack number 5. Looks like we're going to take a little bit of a breather here. Oh, maybe. Let me see. Oh, Chase just getting ready to rack here, so. Alright, while he's doing that. on to the next one. We've got Chase breaking. We are on serve in rack number 5. Okay, Chase breaking. Playing the second ball, but this time not gassing. Not really putting a lot of heat on this one. Playing a bit of a smoother break. We are getting into a chess match with this rack.
You think the cue ball hit the ring?
Okay, so definitely getting into a chess match here. Now the question is what to take. That 15-9 is tied up, surrounded by the 1-4-7. You've got 3 straps in the middle of the table here. It looks like the 10, 12, 15. 14, 11 are near that right side pocket mid-table. You've got the 2 up table, the 3 on the left side. You got the 5, 6 on the bottom right. In this situation, solids actually do seem a little more advantageous, but looks like the only shot available is a stripe. So, yep, Doug firing that ball on the side there. Here's where things get interesting. Unfortunately, he's left himself a combo, but at the same time, I think firing this combo actually puts him somewhere good. Oh, he is looking at that 12 there. Correction. So he can play this 12, or he can roll through. Okay, so he decides to drive through it and try to break everything out. Unfortunately, it doesn't open up the way he's looking. Look at how much juice he put on that. Cue ball was still spinning. So now we really get into this chess match because I don't know if there's a easily readable run out from here. That 1-13-9-8 is all messed up. So Doug calling the 11 over there. Called it just in case. Unfortunately missing the kick. So Chase to shoot here. Now Chase, I expect, is going to play the 1 early. If that 1 goes past the 7, he can play that 1. Okay. He's actually got this here. The 1 does go on the side. Looks like he's got the 5, the 6, and the 4 available for the breakout of the 8 if he wants to. Chase playing that 1 very well. Gets the breakout on this 8 here. 8 is available to the side now.